Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. Today, we're going to dive into your month of March 2021. What do you need to know? What messages the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate this month? Now, as I take a look at the overall energy that I'm feeling for you guys, I'll just be honest, I feel like it's going to be a very emotional month. You're very in your feelings this month. And what I feel really called to say to you is that it's really important that you're not pushing those feelings away, that you're not trying to stuff them down, that you're not trying to numb them, that you're not trying to ignore them. I think that that would be a really big mistake, because this is an opportunity to work through some serious stuff and to do some real healing. But we can't do healing if we ignore our emotions. We can't allow ourselves to go through that process and let go of some things if we haven't healed them, if we haven't let ourselves feel our feelings. And so I do see these coming up a lot for you this month. And I do feel like if you can honor them and take some time to just feel them. I know, I get it. It's uncomfortable. And you know, these emotions that we have come up, it can be very overwhelming and it can be very uncomfortable, and we don't want to stay in them. But I think that it's really important that you at least spend some time allowing this emotion to come through, allowing yourself to go through that process, because when we are in a heightened state of emotion, there also is a great and beautiful opportunity to feel really intense joy, really intense peace. But I think that to get there, you've got to let yourself work through some of these other emotions as well. So I do see ultimately, if you're letting yourself feel your feelings, you actually connect with a greater peace than you've connected with in a long time. And there is an energy of joy and of celebrating your life and excitement over your life. But I think at the beginning of this month, when you're feeling all of these more difficult emotions, you're going to be like, yeah, right, like that's not even possible. But I do see a lot of possibilities for miracles here in this month. And some of those miracles are you just feeling better and feeling lighter and feeling like you've done some of this work. But this is what I want to talk about and I want you to ask yourself this question: how am I numbing myself, right? Because I feel like there are so many ways that when we feel a lot of emotion, there are so many different ways that we can be numbing ourselves. We can be numbing ourselves with drugs or alcohol. We can be numbing ourselves with ignoring. We can be numbing ourselves with medications. We can be numbing ourselves with shopping, sex, food. So where are you numbing yourself, and how are you numbing yourself, and how is that serving you? And to be honest with you, I feel like the answer is it's not, right? Numbing is never really going to serve you, and it puts a band-aid on things. But I think if you're not letting yourself process the emotions that are wanting to come through, then you really are doing yourself a disservice, because you are stuffing things down and you are ignoring things. And the problem with that is that voice is going to get louder and louder and louder until you deal with it. And this is an opportunity for you to deal with it. So not allowing yourself to numb and really recognizing that, and how can I redirect that so that I can let myself safely begin to feel some of these feelings. But here's the key. This is also an opportunity for you to find some really healthy, helpful coping strategies, okay? Maybe new ones that you've never tried before. But I also feel like when we're talking about coping strategies, it is really helpful to look back to your childhood and recognize how you used to cope with things when you were younger. I feel like when we're younger, we're a little bit more connected to the answers, connected to what works for us. Like for me, whenever I have needed to cope with something challenging, a big thing that I've always been called to do since I was really little is to go for walks. Walking just helps me to cope. So thinking about what works for you and what has worked for you, or what you've tried in the past, and really trying to work that back in, because we don't want you to be just feeling your feelings and caught up in that, right? And not I mean, at a certain point, feelings are just overwhelming and they shut us down, and we want to be able to function still, right? So in order to do that, you have to incorporate coping strategies as well. And you have to visit the feelings and then incorporate the coping strategies to help you to work through that. So whatever works best and right for you, whatever you feel drawn to. And if you're not sure, put the message out to the universe, put the question out to the universe and say, show me what I could be doing that's a healthier way for me to cope. I'm ready to release this numbing habit, and how can I cope in a more healthy way? And begin to incorporate whatever this is as a part of your regular routine. And I think if you can do this, you're going to find yourself feeling really different by month's end, and it's going to be really helpful. There's such a need for balance here. There's such a need to let yourself just connect with what's happening for you and work through it. There's such a strength that you connect with. I feel like you're going to feel like a little bit of a warrior by the end of the month. Like, this is a battle that's happening within, right? But you're going to feel like a warrior by the end of the month if you can let yourself find these positive coping strategies, if you can focus on balance, if you can focus on letting yourself feel your feelings. It's going to help you to move forward. And I also just see like such a creative energy around you, right? So that's definitely a really nice place for you to put some of this energy as well, is in creating things in our life. Creating is so much better than numbing, right? And so a lot of times, have you ever heard how, artists have taken their pain and used it to create with? And there's very much this energy. How do I take this and how do I create something positive for my life? You might not be making a painting, right? Or you might be, but how do I create something really amazing that's a really great place for me to channel this energy that's happening for me right now? Using it to channel. Using it, I've seen people use it to, and I've used it myself, where in my workouts, I take my pain, I take my anger, and I put it into my workout, and I have the absolute best workouts when I do that because I am channeling it into something. I also see you using your creativity to create abundance in your life, okay? So a creativity, I want to say a creativity that's like gonna set you free, because there's a freedom that you're seeking, okay? So I mean mental freedom, I mean freedom of time, I mean financial freedom. There are creative ideas that are flowing through for you that I want you to pay attention, because these ideas are helping to shape you. They're helping to show you the way. They're helping you to understand what's next for you. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to this inspiration that's coming through, and allow it all. Allow all of this that's wanting to flow through you this month, and balance that out again with these coping strategies. Part of your journey is in self-love, is in self-confidence, is in being authentically you. And I do feel like this is a bit of a collective theme, because I'm seeing this coming up in a lot of the readings. Really connecting with your authenticity, really connecting with who you really are, and being able to be that across the board. Because I do feel like there's been like a compartmentalizing, like I'm this in this situation, I'm this in this situation, and I feel like I need to be this, and I feel like I need to be that. And where are you not being true to yourself? Where are you not honoring who you really are, what you really want? I think that's really important for you to explore, and for you to stop it, right? Stop being inauthentic. Be your authentic self. Be you. Because what we forget is that people like us so much better, or the right people like us so much better, when we're just in alignment, when we're just being us, when we're speaking our truth, when we are behaving in the way that is us, and just honoring that, honoring our weirdness, honoring our awkwardness, honoring those things that you hate about yourself. Because it's funny, I have so many conversations with people in the coaching work that I do, and as they begin to explore their authenticity, those things that they have always disliked about themselves end up being the things that other people give them feedback on that are their favorite qualities about them. Those are the things that make us unique. Those are the things that make us special. And I think you're going to be exploring this month and identifying those things, and just kind of getting more comfortable with this idea of honoring yourself and loving yourself, and spending time surrounding yourself with people who really let you be your authentic self. And you're going to see, right? Some people will respond to that and be like, no, thank you, but those aren't really the people that are truly connected to you. Those aren't the people that you want to surround yourself with. You don't want to surround yourself with anybody that you have to put on a show for, or that you have to be anything other than you, the best version of you with, not that like we can always be working on ourselves and growing ourselves, but like deep rooted change, no, we don't want to be changing who we are or pretending to change who we are for somebody just to make them happy. So I think that that's going to be really important for you to consider this month as well. I think it's going to be really important for you to understand that you're ready. I just keep feeling like you're ready, okay? And you're ready to step into something. I don't know, there's something that you've been maybe not doing that you've been feeling called to do, or that your ego has said, no, you can't do that, that you're not ready for that, or somebody else would do that better. And I just keep hearing you're ready. And so whatever that is for you, it's time for you to honor that. It's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to understand that you have everything within you to be able to do that. That's like that magician card in tarot, right? Where it's like you have all of the resources. You have fully prepared yourself to do this. And the only thing that's holding you back is your belief in you and you choosing to step forward with this. And I think that that's going to be really key, is for you to choose to step forward with things. Choose to believe in yourself, even if deep down you aren't quite there yet. I have found that so much of my self-love and so much of my confidence has developed after I've taken the leap, after I've pushed myself, after I've gone for it, even if I have no belief or very little belief that I'm going to succeed at it. But if my intuition is telling me I need to go for it, I go for it anyway. And then I see, oh my gosh, like I'm capable of so much more than I thought I was, right? And that's it, is you're capable of so much more than you think you are. You are so ready for whatever this is. And it's time for you to step into that, okay? It's time for you to not hold yourself back anymore. So let yourself find that balance. Let yourself give that attention to self-care and manage stress and really focus on you and this self-love and this creativity, this beautiful creative energy that's trying to come through for you this month. Let yourself flow with it all. And I think that by the end of the month, you're going to really see a lot of wish fulfillment, a lot of miracles happening for you, big and small. And I see a lot of things progressing and moving forward as we get further on into the month. So good things are coming. Let yourself do this process. It is purposeful, it is important, and it is serving you. So those are your messages for the month of March 2021. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. I would love to hear from you in comments. You can learn more about me or about clarity at discoveryourawakening.com. Take care, guys. I will see you soon.